Yo-ho! Welcome to my channel. This is Megan, the Colorful Pirate, and today I'm going to show you everything that I got from Book Outlet in October, because at the beginning of October I still had a few orders that were waiting to come in from the month before, and then I told myself maybe I'd do a no-buy October, which very quickly I realized was stupid because it's Halloween and I had to buy more Halloween books. But then I think that just kind of devolved into a free-for-all and I bought a lot of books. So I'm going to break it up into a couple videos here. And then I'm definitely doing a no-buy November. It makes more sense. No buy. There's a lot of other no blanks Novembers. So figured I'd make my own no-buy November. Okay, so anyway, what you're here for is the books. I got a few things that aren't exactly coloring books, but they're coloring related. I might show a couple of the other like novels that I got at the end. One of the first things I got was this color Bible. Let's see how bright. I moved my desk and oh, all right. And now there's like a wall right here that's reflecting the light, which I think is actually going to produce a better video, but we'll see. So this is the Color Bible by Laura Perryman. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. I thought there'd be a little bit more like color palettes in it, but there are not any color palettes. So what it is really interesting though is it tells you like the history of the color, how it came about, and then other things that like now. So it's got then, now, and use, which gives you like some like this is explore radiant red's warmth and intensity by combining it with an equally vibrant yellow. Beneficial for environments where people need an energizing pause. So just kind of lots of little fun little things about colors, and it goes through. You've got this here. Little images, which you could use, I think, as a color palette inspiration. But in general, just a really interesting reference book. So that's the Color Bible by Laura Perryman. Then I got this Halloween reusable stickers book. And there's lots of creepy crawlies. Let's see how this is looking with the glare. There you go. Lots of little Halloween things. And they're the kind of stickers that are, well, they don't feel like the static cling ones, but they are pretty sturdy vinyl stickers. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The Apothecary Sticker Studio, and this has a sticker gallery for modern mystics. This has got a lot of crystals, more kind of modern witchy, watercolor, apothecaries, botanicals, and in between I like how on the back of the sticker sheets they have these interesting quotes and design where like the the other sticker books might just be blank. So I just thought, wow, there's some really cool graphic design type stuff that I like. There's a brain in a jar. I love that. So yeah, that's really pretty. And then moving into books, I ended up getting the miniature versions of Curious Creatures. I have the big version of this, and the mini version of Animal Kingdom, which I don't have the big version of. I like this smaller size. It's a little bit more approachable when you want to do something quick. Maybe just use your gel pens. And I mean, I think these were like $2 each. And when you're trying to get to that 35 for free shipping, it's like, why not? So I'm kind of amassing a lot of little tiny books that are gonna be nice. This is the Arabesque coloring book by Paolo Piacco. Oh, no. They're reworkings of images drawn from Shutterstock. Well, that's fine. This actually, there was like a sale, some sort of sale, but it turned out if I didn't get this book, I was gonna pay more for the order overall. I don't remember how that made sense, but it had something to do with like you had to spend a certain amount of money to get like $10 off or something. So getting this book, man, I got this book for free plus some more dollars off. I love Book Outlet, and I haven't had any problem with any of the book qualities. They all might have this little mark on the end because, you know, they're overstocked. They're books that haven't been sold by the big chains. But yeah, this is some nice patterns and decorative elements, mosaic tiles. Yeah, pretty nice paper. It's not the thickest, but it's also not Amazon, that's for sure. And I think there's some really pretty stuff in here. I'm glad I got it. I picked up A Million Owls. Now, I think the only ones I don't have left of Lulu Mayo are the dog and the cat books. And the new one, which I'm still kind of on the fence about the new one. It's hard to top Magical Creatures. The Million Magical Creatures is my favorite. But this one I still thought had some interesting stuff. Her older style is, the line work's a little bit chunkier, and the creatures are a little bit creepier. These owls really kind of freak me out. But also some are really cute, and her humor is there. I thought about doing this one for Halloween. But it's definitely one of the ones, the series, that I think I'd like to collect all of them. I got Enchanting Islands and Doodle Colorscape by Deborah Muller. This was another one that I think I picked out. I'm getting to the point where I have everything that they usually have in stock. So just kind of looking for something rare, and now I have to get a little bit more to get the ones. But this would be nice for just summery coloring. That's a cool iguana. Just kind of no pressure coloring, which I really need to give myself permission to do more of. Not everything has to be an amazing work of art. Sometimes you can just color for the sake of coloring and enjoy it. And that's what I want to use these kind of books for. Nature's Sweet Moments by Jane Madej. This one has 50 super cute designs to color. I got her Super Cute World book last time from Book Outlet, so I figured I might as well get this again. Super cute, pretty simple. A lot of like spring type stuff in here. Interesting line work. Some of it's thicker and then thinner. It's all one-sided, as you can tell. Something fun to do with markers, and I like this one. I don't like this one as much as, I think I might do this for Thanksgiving. But I like the Super Cute World one a little bit better, but I'm glad I got this one too. For Book Outlet prices, you really can't go wrong. I saw this one on there. I knew I had to make an order. Like sometimes when I look, you know, you see that one book. Oh, I've been wanting to get that book, and look, it's over half off here. So let's see what other books there are that I could get for also cheap. I'm never going to be regretful about building a library of art and other books. I'm never going to be upset about that. So the Cosmic Slumber Tarot Coloring Book. I used to read more tarot and be kind of into that stuff. I might still kind of be, I'm a little bit more rational, scientific since college, but there's something to be said for archetypes and conceptual diving into your own subconscious, consciousness, both really, when you look at the images and you think about what the meanings are and how does that apply to your own life. It's like a different way of accessing your own mind rather than a way of like predicting the future or what's really going on in someone else's head. Like, I don't think tarot is about that stuff. Tarot is about a deep dive into your own mind when you react to the cards that happen. But yeah, this is a really pretty book. It's got so that there's a tarot card that this artist has done. I'm sorry, Tilly Walden, and so you have all the examples of the cards here that she's done, and then you have you can color the card here. It has different information about the symbols, the archetypes. Gives you like a color code to use if you want to match hers. And then you have like a reflections page, so it's like a little bit of a journal too. And then like a mandala type page made out of the card. You got the cat and the face there, the face and the cat. And then on it goes. And then in the back where you have all of the lesser arcana, I think is how you say it, the 2s, the 1s, the 3s, it's just the cards. Yeah, I really like it. It gives me a bit of a Adventure Time feel. Not entirely, but kind of, sort of. The faces, the art style. So I'm really glad I got this book. I love that it has this little doohickey here. And I don't know, I've been collecting a lot of journals, guided journals with every intention of working in them, and haven't really done too much of it yet. Stained Glass by Deborah Muller, another Zendoodle book. I was wanting to get my hands on this one as well. I have the Spring Awakening. I like stained glass color by number. The thick lines and the variation of the colors. And it's really relaxing to just fill in the shape. Fill in the shape. And I like the style of these. And you can always come in with like colored pencil and give it like the dark side. And then like, you know, out into a lighter side. That's pretty common with stained glass appearances. And this is a pretty wide range. So here's some of the answers. And it's got this nice pull out here. I also saw that they had one of the Master Pixels books on Book Outlet, and I have been interested in trying these out. I really like the pixel art ones. It just reminds me of my childhood and the pixel video games and whatnot that we had. And this is all animals. It is two-sided, so I haven't tried anything in it yet with watercolor markers. It's a pretty decent piece of paper. It's not really cardstock. If you're light with the watercolor markers, maybe. And if you're going to color the other side, it's probably, if there's a little bit of bleed through, it's not the end of the world. Because they're pretty, let's see. If you want to see some answers, here is a page of answers. So they're really cool looking. Lots of animal portraits, lots of different animals. I'm really excited I got that. There's several others in the series as well. Gulliver's New Travels, Coloring in a New World by James Gulliver Hancock. This is a pretty cool book. I've seen this on a few channels before. It's very unique art style. Kind of reminds me of A Walk Through Eden, that really weird book. Like a cross between A Walk Through Eden and Lizzie Mary Cullen's books. It's all pretty travel themed, but then you have this, you know, this reference to Gulliver throughout. It's kind of your standard paper for publisher produced books. There's a lot of pages to draw your own stuff in. Yeah, that's a pretty cool book. Imagine finally came back on Book Outlet, so now I have almost, I think I just need Aquatic, then I'll basically have the whole set, I think. Time to start coloring them then. This Imagine is interesting. It has much darker line art. I wasn't really expecting that. But I've seen some really gorgeous images in these. So this is the one by Joseph Kattenbang. One of the early, I think, maybe the first one, I'm not sure. This also popped up. I think this inspired an order as well. The Edgar Allan Poe book. It's got quotes from different Poe novels. I love Edgar Allan Poe. You know, it's coming across things like this in school and realizing I really like the dark, mysterious, gothic kind of stuff. I was more into like punk rock and being a nuisance. But now, as I've gotten older, I've become more refined in my love of darkness and... I sound like an idiot saying that, but anyway. I wear a lot of black, that's all I have to say. So, I love Edgar Allan Poe. It's an interesting art style. It's not my favorite, but I could see, like, this is pretty cool. I could see myself just having fun, letting go, just playing with colors, not trying to make it look real. Just letting it be what it is, and I just love the quotes from the books and the stories. Something that, you know, sometimes I like to imagine maybe these things will inspire my son to dig deeper into, like, what is this about, and what are these quotes from, and oh, let's read some Edgar Allan Poe together. Mermaids in Paradise, Denise Clitt. I have The Fairies in Dreamland I got a couple months ago from Book Outlet, and now I have Mermaids in Paradise. I'll be honest, I am not into gnomes. I'm not going to get gnomes in the neighborhood. The new Coloring Heaven Christmas gnomes just gives me the ick. I have a subscription, so I got it in the mail already, and there's some pictures in it that I do find cute, but I don't know. It's just, I can't, I don't like gnomes. But I love mermaids. And I like that in this, it's not, you know, it's not just mermaids swimming like in Fairies in Dreamland, fairies sleeping, which is, you know, it's a theme. Fairies sleeping, that's a theme you can do. It's not very exciting, though there are some cute pictures in that book. I wonder when The Birds in the Forest, that's her next book coming out. I wonder how that's going to look. I feel like it had an earlier release date and then it got pushed back, but this book has been out a while. I see a lot of people doing really cool stuff with the backgrounds. That's cute. Look at a pirate octopus serving up cocktails. Swimming big. This is a really cute book, and it's thick. There are a lot of pages in there, and it's pretty decent. I've seen people use water mediums on it. Dreamland, Coloring Whimsical Worlds by Renata Krosic? Not entirely sure. You can look at it there. I've seen this on a few colorist channels, and it's really, well, it's whimsical, like it says in the title. I really like surrealism. This one I like with the lady sitting on the branches, and there's like a deer. It's very woodland. Bunnies and paper boats just in the... Oh, look, they're flying. They're like paper boat air balloons. This is cool. Yeah, there's so much really cute, fun stuff in here. The artwork is very, very interesting too. Nature's Wisdom. I've looked at this in Walmart. I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but over time I thought about it again. I said, you know what, I think I would really like that book. And hi baby, you got your monkey? Hold on just a second. Okay, Anyhow, so I love nature, I love biology, I love animals, so delicious autumn. My very soul is wedded to it. This would be fun to do right now. But yeah, lots of really cute, fairly simple images, really a big range of quotes from various people who really were awed by nature. Rembrandt, she's only one master of nature. Yeah, really cool stuff. Again, a pretty light cardstock. Einstein, look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. What, baby? Okay, hold on. Okay, so that was Nature's Wisdom by Margaret Kimball. And then in two separate orders, I ended up, first I got this one, and I ended up really loving it once I had it. A little bit Zen doodly, but more geometric style of animal illustrations. This is by a tattoo artist, Chris Garver. I think there's a lot of fun things you could do with these images. Is this? Oh, that shouldn't be there. A lot of different animals in this book. I love that one. You know, a little bit of a cross between Millie Murata and it's a little bit like Millie Murata, but a little bit more mandala-ish, but also tattoo. There's one in the back that I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this one for feather. I really like it for the feather prompt. Oh, and this, I love that. That's like a tattoo I would get. So then in a subsequent order, I saw that they had Nature Odyssey on there, and I decided to pick that one up as well. So I think this one came out before Animal Odyssey, and it's got more botanical. Oh, there's another good one for autumn. We're definitely autumn through December in Texas, if we even get a winter here. I guess eventually all the leaves fall off and everything just looks dead, but you rarely get any snow. But then when we do, we get an enormous amount of it and nothing can function. Sloths. Yeah, see, these are really cool. This would be neat with orange. We know what to do with the background, though. Maybe nothing. You know what? You don't have to put a background in it if you don't want to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to in a coloring book. But yeah, I really love these. I ended up trying to get a hold of the first book. I think. I don't remember what it's called. Coloring Odyssey or something. I don't know. I tried to order it used. Didn't have very good luck with that, I think. I don't know. I have to remember. So that's the coloring books. And then I also ended up getting these two books from Jane Davenport, The Beautiful Faces and The Fabulous Figures. I have a couple of her other books. These are a little bit more about drawing figures and faces, as they say. I really like her style of art journaling. As something that I want. I'm gearing up to start getting more into creating art in my art journal. So yeah, I have the mermaid book and I have one of the art journaling books, the Whimsical Happy Hour, or Whimsical Wildlife, I think. There's that one. Then I also got the faces one, which is this is really helpful. Man, I've always had a hard time with a 3/4 face. When I was younger, I used to try to draw a lot of anime before anime was cool. I mean, they were just barely bringing anime over to the United States when I was a kid. But yeah, so like lots of stuff about drawing faces, how to draw faces, different techniques and materials you can use. There's a whole thing about ears. And I got Creative Watercolor, a step-by-step guide for beginners. I think I got this from Book Outlet. Yeah, I've got some watercolor sets I don't really know how to use yet, but this has some really great little projects to play around with. Make some cards. And this one's from I guess it's just Anne Victoria Calderon.
Yeah, did you just fall off the bed? Did you fall off the bed?
And then the last few things that I got are not coloring related. I got a Let That Shit Go journal for leaving your bullshit behind and creating a happy life. Kind of irreverent. Hi, okay, you coming up in my lap?
Go watch your show, bud. Mommy's almost done.
Cards Against Anxiety, which I just thought I'd check it out. So it's like a guidebook of various strategies you can use, and there's these cards I guess you can carry around with you. It seems interesting. I struggle with anxiety. And then I got 3 Jane Goodall books. Whoa, bud. Oh yeah, can I have that please? You don't need that. Thank you. How about... Okay. You gonna watch your show? Okay. Anyhow, My Life with the Chimpanzees. This is pretty early, I think, just early musings on the things that she did while she was out there. You gotta twist it, baby. Twist it. Hold on. Jane Goodall is one of my idols. I really thought about going into primatology at one point. I've seen her talk at my university. I got a signed book from her. Yeah, well, you've got your tablet on. You don't need to watch TV. Go watch your tablet, baby.
No!
Almost done. This is the last 2. So, 2 books about hope from Jane Goodall, which is nice in these trying times about climate change and just everything horrible that's going wrong in the world. Survival Guide for Trying Times. This has some stuff from Douglas Abrams as well, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. And then this one, A Reason for Hope, A Spiritual Journey. So yeah, I'm excited to get into these books as well. Okay, bye. Alright, I'm glad that we're over because my son is ready for some attention. He's sick, of course, since he's been in school for 2 weeks. He's been home for a week of that because he's gotten sick after sick after sick. But hopefully his little immune system's catching up. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.